All right, guys, we're now live. So I'm joined with Chamchi Gimbap and Cameron for just a random stream. I just decided to take a bit of time out of my busy revision schedule to just have a random stream because I wasn't on the stream earlier. So yeah, how you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm
I-
alright.
I'm doing well. Because
Yeah. So what was the stream about? Because it was about firstly I got to the bit where it's about Ken Livingston, but then you sort of got off topic and went to Jimmy Savile, and I got back into it. So what was that
Oh,
about?
mate, the stream was about it was supposed to be about Jimmy Savile, right?
Okay.
No, it's supposed to be about Ken Livingston. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Let me
yeah.
rephrase that. It was supposed to be about Ken Livingston and his resignation, and
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a continuation from what Swiss did, but we just ended up talking about
Yeah, that's
Brexit, all
it just
sorts of
happened.
weird.
It just happens to me all the time. Like I was supposed to do a stream specifically about Brexit when Miles was supposed to come on and just debate me, but then we just ended up talking about the monarchy and other stuff. So yeah, that happens a lot with my channel too.
Yeah, fucking Jack James is back. Jack James, big up to you. Love you to bits. Why are you not on my channel more often? To be honest.
I mean, well, I might do a stream on Wednesday, or I might do well, actually, I think Thursday might be a better day because my exams will be over then. So I'm gonna do one on Thursday probably.
Guess what day it is today? Bet you can't.
Can't guess.
I've got bank holiday today, Tuesday. Bank holiday Tuesday.
Oh, so instead of
doesn't
Monday,
work.
they have it Tuesday in South Korea.
No, it's just lunar. Lunar. So it's a random day every
Oh,
year.
okay. Oh, okay. Lunar calendar. Yeah. Oh God. I mean.
Buddha's birthday. Buddha's birthday.
Okay, yeah, because it's yeah. So South Korea, I'm assuming, is a big thing, like in all those sorts of countries, China, Japan, that sort of thing.
I don't know, mate. But anyway, I get a day off work, so it's all good.
Yeah. We get bank holiday next week. Is it bank holiday next week? I don't keep up.
Isn't it first and last of May? First and last Monday of May.
Must be. I only thought I only thought it was the first Monday in May. I didn't know it was the last one, but yeah, I don't keep up, so you know, I'll just be sitting at home anyway, so it's all right. But yeah, I mean, like, what I was thinking about doing was after about Friday, Saturday, I was thinking about going home for maybe 2-3 weeks just to like catch a bit of a break, get away from things. My exams are over, so then I'll probably come back to streaming around mid June, I think, early mid June. But yeah.
I saw that you're gonna build a PC for Angels.
Angels, yes, yeah.
Yeah, based around the Corsair 1000D.
Corsair 1000D, yeah. Yeah.
That's a beast. That's a beast.
Yeah, I was waiting for
Really? Are you sure? I mean,
yeah, she told me
like...
she got $8,000 to throw at a PC, and I was like, hell yeah, why not?
Yeah, but why not? Like, I mean, not to be sexist, but why not make it small and pretty rather than big and fat? Because like 1,000.
Well, that's how she wants it, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I know. It's huge. Yeah, I know. Because they're gonna
like
start
1,000D is like one of the biggest cases they do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it's absolutely gorgeous, but to see the specs of it, right, you actually have to see it because the thing is fucking huge, man.
It is.
It's like you could house like a small family of refugees in that fucking thing.
That's true. I've seen I've seen sort of pictures where like people can actually get into it if they take all the cages and stuff out. Apparently.
Well, yeah. Does she know this?
No, I showed her and she just loved it at first sight. You know.
Well, that's because it's really pretty. It
I
is
know,
a
I know.
really pretty case. Like, don't get me wrong, especially the most recent. Anyway, this is wrong chat for wrong channel.
It's. But
Sorry.
I said it's a random 2 a.m. stream, so we can talk about this. It's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah, it's fucking massive. That case is massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Like especially the recent one with the hardened glass. Don't get me wrong, it looks gorgeous.
Oh yeah, tempered glass. Yeah.
But the problem is with a case like that is that you have to fill it, right?
Mm.
And even if you look at and if you're water cooling every single component,
yeah,
it's the problem with a case like that is it will still look empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because you can actually remove. There's like a bracket on top of the power supply, and if you remove that, you can install a second system on there. It's like a mini ITX.
Yeah,
one.
I know. Yeah, exactly right. That.
Yeah, I was
that big.
I know, and they're selling brackets now where you can get. I saw on their website they're going to start selling brackets soon where you can actually upgrade the fan compatibility in the top, because by default it's a 420 rad at the top, but if you buy an extra bracket you can get dual 480s at the top, so you can get dual 480s at the front and dual 480s in the top. So I might do that. I know it's ridiculous, but yeah, it's $8,000. I got $8,000 to burn, so why not?
Well, to be honest, $7,000 of that is going to be taken up on the graphics card.
Mining. Well, the mining.
The way the market's going, yeah,
the mining isn't going to be as bad. Hopefully, soon.
You hope.
Well, it's going back down.
What's the price on what's the price on a 1070 Ti right now?
I'll have a look on PC Part Picker.
Okay, tell me what.
Sure. Internet playing up. Oh yeah. Ah, there we are. Video cards.
1070.
Well, a 1070. That's in US dollars. Got to switch to pounds here.
No, it's fine.
383. So it's gone back down actually to its base price.
Oh, that's pretty good. What about a 1070 Ti?
1070 Ti. I think that starts at like 450 around that
1080.
Oh, it's actually cheaper. 1070 Ti. It's actually 375 here.
Ooh.
1080. Let's have a look. 1080 is a 499 in America. The lowest price is 444. Actually, it's going.
Okay. Here's the question then: is it in stock?
I'll have a look. It's an aftermarket card with triple fans, and let's see, it's an Amazon.
Who's it made by?
PNY.
It's not bad.
It is. Yeah. It is in stock.
It's not great
actually.
though, is it?
Yeah.
It's not MSI
it is
or
stock,
Asus.
actually. Yeah. Let's have a look at what Asus have. You've got MSI Armus, the one you have. You can get that for 459.
That's 1080.
That's 1080, and it's now for delivery, and it's free delivery, including VAT, 459. And
pounds.
It's pounds, yeah.
Okay, that's about why I paid for it 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Let's have a look at the TI, because that's 6. Oh wow, it's gone back down actually. I can get a 1080 Ti here. Let's see what card this is. Oh, a triple fan MSI card I can get on here. Apparently,
is it colored red and black?
No, it's a Duke card. Oh no, actually,
was it yellow?
Yellow. Yeah, it's all base price now. You can get the flagship Zotac Amp Extreme card for 73 here apparently.
No, never.
I know.
Never. MSI or Asus.
Yeah. Yeah,
Only
MSI.
ever.
Yeah. Let's see, is that EVGA hybrid? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's well, Amazon. It's weird. They list the cards, but then it's more expensive when you go onto their site, so you have to sort of use the computer shops. But generally, you can get a card for about 700, 750 here at this point for 1080 Ti. So it's getting a lot better now. I think it's going back to normal. But hopefully, what I'm worried about is when the 1180 Ti comes out, and apparently that might be borrowing like some stuff from like the Titan V, so it might have tensor cores and stuff like that, and that's really, really good for mining. So I have a theory that it might go up again, you know, once it launches. So yeah, life's too short. Okay, but yeah, I mean, 1000D probably, but she wants it like really, like she wants it like really tacky. She wants it yellow fluid, and she wants like yellow and pink cables. I'm just like, oh, that looks horrible, you know. But yeah, it's her PC, so I could, you know, sort something out. But yeah, I just think yellow and pink just look stupid. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of angels, inside chat, did all the shit, and now he's snoring. Okay.
What did she say?
She's talking about Vinny. She said, "Okay, back. Did all the wifely shit, and now he's snoring." All right, talking about Vinny. So, yeah, Angels. We were just talking about your PC.
Yeah, we were just talking about your PC, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wifely shit didn't take very long. Doesn't say a lot about Vinny, does it?
Yeah, yeah, I know. He's just, from what Angels tells me, he just literally like sleeps and then plays PUBG pretty much. That's literally it. That's what she tells me. So. Well, yeah, I mean, it's and also I was waiting for what I'm thinking about. They're gonna apparently announce the 1080 Ti at Computex in June, and they're gonna release it late July.
1080 tonight already been released.
Not 1080, not 1080 Ti. Sorry, 1180 and 1170. Sorry, yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, but is it going to be released on a new architecture? Like,
I'll have a look. It's based on Volta. I think it's Turing architecture. I think it's based on Volta. That's what I've heard, and it's new architecture. It's going to be, from what I've heard, it's going to be like a beefed up 1080 Ti. Basically, it's going to have the same amount of cores.
Yeah, I can't see like before this whole fucking like with the coin thing.
Yeah.
Like really kicked in. I managed to get a really good price on my 1080.
Yeah.
And this is because the 1080 Ti just came out.
Oh yeah, because obviously they were selling it off, weren't they?
Well, though, like there was a massive price drop in the 1080 and the 1070, and this was just before the 1070 was released.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I'll get a 1080 for $600. The 1080 Ti was $900. And why should I pay 50% extra?
Yeah.
Or 30%?
But is that $900 because it launched at 700?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Exactly right. Yeah, it was $900.
In South Korea.
I use dollars just because it's easier.
Okay.
Because if I said to you 700,000 won, that doesn't make any sense to you, does it?
Yeah.
But if I said to you $600, that makes more sense to you, doesn't it? Surely, if I said $600 rather than 700,000 won.
Yeah, and I mean like all current, well, most if not all currencies are traded against the dollar, though, aren't they? That's the thing. So.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the other thing. That's why it helps the translation. Yeah. Whereas no one knows what one is worth. You know.
Yeah.
I could say Yeah, let me do a bet with you. You bet $10 against my 1,001, right?
Yeah.
And you go, okay, yeah, 1,001 against $1 or $10. Yeah, it's fine. But no, yeah, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
10,001, 10,001 is like $10. So
Yeah.
there we go. There's the equivalency.
Yeah. Because like in like the Asian countries, they have like really weak currencies, so they can help their exports. Whereas in like the Western countries, they generally have sort of stronger ones for the imports, don't they?
Oh, 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 oh. I have no idea, but I do know is that I am drinking this rather nice Chardonnay.
Yeah.
It's from the frontier in Chile, a Chilean Chardonnay.
Yeah.
That's quite nice.
Ah.
And it doesn't help if you pour it with the lid still on. It's a screw lid, so it tells you how high quality this one is.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
No, I'm telling you, mate, like 10,000 or 1,000D, yeah, that case is massive. It's too big. Too big. That's
Too
what I
big.
think.
I
Too big.
I had a look and it's like 697 millimeters tall.
That's nearly a meter, mate.
Well, yeah, 2/3 a
Massive.
meter.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, my case, it'll be classed as a full tower, but it looks tiny compared to the 1000D.
Chamchi's drunk. Shafted says Chamchi's drunk again. Excuse me. It's 10 a.m. 10:30 a.m.
Well, it's
I haven't
2:27
slept
here.
in 36 hours. Excuse me.
What? Really? Yeah, the longest I haven't slept is about 24. I haven't slept like 36 would be too much for me. I couldn't handle that. But yeah, I guess as a uni student, because it's really intense, you sort of need to get sleep. So
Angels, come join us online. Come on, send her a link. Send her a link.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go and eat around 2:40. I can come back and we can do another one, or you guys can chat for a bit. I don't know.
Well, just leave us online.
Sure, brilliant, good idea. I'll do that. But yeah, I mean, I can stay up for a bit and then probably go to sleep around, I don't know, 4 a.m. and then I'll have a good 6 hours,
What time
7
is your
hours sleep.
exam?
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Ah, you've got plenty of time, mate.
Exactly, yeah.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Yeah. I'll chuck a link in there. There we are. Put a link in the side chat. So yeah.
So, Angels, I wanna talk to you about what it's like to be middle class because I'm new to this whole.
Well, that
social
touch
cash.
liberal middle class sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Shafted is making me sad. He's saying I get more love from these streams than anyone in my community. Shafted. It's a bit sad. But yeah, I mean, we all love you. We all love you, Shafted.
Shafted, we do love you, Shafted. Please, you need to come and join us.
Yeah, join us. Seriously, like you can take over from me for about half an hour or so if you want to go and eat.
Yeah. How's that? You could play. What's the word? You could be
The moderator.
Moderator.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh no, you could play Burko.
Order. You incorrigible delinquent. On Discord, on YouTube. Oh, okay, Shafted. Yeah, sure. Discord, we can talk maybe sometime.
What games do you play, Shafted?
I think he's on. He does streams on like Nintendo games. I think he was doing some Zelda stuff actually recently. I think he's on PS4. I think he told me he was on PS4. Pretty sure.
No, it's alright, Angels. We won't poke the bear. Don't worry about that. Sad but true. Wasn't that a Metallica song? Sad but true.
Yeah, I'm not into those
Black
sorts of
Hand.
things. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm more into like modern shit. So yeah. Anyway.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
Way to make me feel old, mate.
Yeah. No problem. Anytime. Hmm.
Yeah, anyway, go and get some food, motherfucker, and I'll talk to the people inside chat.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking at some phone deals. So you can get the phone I have currently. When I bought it,
Fuck off about phones. Fuck off. Fuck off.
alright.
Fuck off.
Alright.
I used to work
I'll
for
wait.
Alpha
I'll wait for
now.
Angels to join, then I'll head off.
Alright, okay. Angels, come quick before, like, I don't want him to talk about phones, please. I want you to talk to me about Chardonnay and how it's...
Yeah, like
should
woo
be.
him with your middle class mannerisms.
The confessions of the middle class centrist.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I have a great
Yeah.
idea. On Angel's channel, she should like do some more stuff, and she should have like a series. It's like how to be a middle class centrist for dummies.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And part of it is sipping Chardonnay
Oh yeah, and shopping in Waitrose.
in Kingston, next to the Thames.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget the Waitrose though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the Chardonnay came from, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And yeah, don't forget that she hates left and right, and she voted Remain as well. So you need to be that. You need to be proper centrist, pro Remain as well.
Oh, right. Okay.
So,
And always late for every.
oh yeah.
Always late.
Always late.
I know
yeah.
it's. I know
Yeah.
it's. What was it?
Angel's time.
Angel's time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the and she has her own time continuum. Don't sound so smug, Cameron. You'll be marrying me.
Marrying me.
Oh
too.
yeah, remember that? And they're gonna have the sort of Blair Wright relieve a baby, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to join the centrist now. I'm the middle class southerners.
Yeah. So what are they gonna be? Are they middle class plus working class? What that makes them like upper working class or lower middle class?
Just had these hatred beach child.
So we basically Psycho Benz then, wasn't it?
Okay, but he's right wing and he's hardcore Brexit. But I think the kid will be a reluctant leaver actually.
No, it'd be something like Krav Lewis actually. So Krav Lewis, mixed race, more moderate. And Remainer.
Okay, well not Remainer. I'd say reliever actually. So like
perhaps yeah.
Yeah, because it'd be like the Labour Party, you know, like sort of in that sense, being pulled one way by the left wing faction who are Eurosceptic, and then pulled by the centrist Remainers the other direction. So the kid would be confused, you know. Yeah. Oh, come on, Angels! Don't start slipping into your time continuum. Come on. Is Psycho Benz ever coming back to us? Maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, and also another thing coming out Wednesday. What I'm looking forward to, Battlefield 5, the reveal. Looking forward to that too, actually.
Yeah.
And by the looks of it, it's going to be World War II, judging by the teaser they posted.
Oh, hope it is. I really like Battlefield 1 actually.
Yeah, I prefer 4 over 1. The gunplay in 4 is way better, actually. I think. Well, I guess if you depends what platform we play on. Generally speaking, PC gamers think 4 is better, whereas I think console it's more favored 1 because it's more casual. I guess.
Yeah, it is. I really want to see a game based on the Napoleonic War. I want to see it happen.
Oh yeah, because they've done they should do some more sort of like unvisited settings, you know.
Yeah.
Have you never tried like Warframe? Mate?
Oh,
Honestly,
I've got Warframe actually. I haven't played it in ages.
It's alright. It's not that bad. But I have it for other games.
How many
Yeah.
hours? How many hours you got in Warframe?
Oh, about 150. So
Oh yeah, I'll go onto my Steam and see how many hours I've got on my games. How can you check on how many hours you've got?
It just
It's on my profile, isn't it?
yeah,
uh,
it is.
I got 3,000 hours on Europe and Universal 4.
Okay. Oh, Team Fortress 2 is my highest, 237 hours. But the thing is, I mostly play on Origin. I play Battlefield mostly. So, GTA 5, 28 hours, CS:GO 19 hours, PlanetSide 2, 16 hours, Doom 5.2 hours. But I haven't played on Steam that much just because of exams recently. So.
How much? How much was it on
Team Fort.
Warframe?
Oh, where's Warframe? I haven't played it in ages, so it's probably like half an hour, judging by a lot of my games. So I haven't really played it at all. I've got Warframe, but it hasn't recorded anything actually.
So you need to do at least 100 hours, and it
Okay.
does kind of hold away like half the content, and you
Okay.
don't need to like pay anything. It's free to play,
Yeah.
you know. And I've got
Yeah.
12,
But the
maybe
thing is with
1,300 hours in it.
games is nowadays they're putting the free to play model in paid games, aren't they? So you pay $60 for a game, and then you still have microtransactions, which I think is ridiculous.
Hey guys.
Okay,
Hi.
okay.
I
Hey.
have to be like super quiet. So because it's like a really tiny, literally one room flat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll
And,
see my other games. So Battlefield 3, 42 hours. Battlefield
But there's
4.
a really nice Chardonnay that you're not drinking.
thank you for rubbing salt in the wound, Chamchi, you fucking arsehole. However, at least I got my wifely duties out the damn way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of this, to all of you youngsters, like all this romanticized bullshit about like how, it's great, like, oh yes, it's so romantic and blah blah blah. Nah, it's bollocks. Half of it's duty. Sorry, Chamchi knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah.
But
so
do
anyway.
Hang on. Really? I don't know why we're supposed to whisper as well, because there's nobody else here.
Yeah, I know.
Why should we whisper with you?
It's because the British electorate are lemmings, and they follow whatever they're told.
Alright, it's time to be loud.
That's what I expect from my future husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Here's my question was, how can I be as centrist as you, and as kind of so appreciate this wine as much as you, because
Wow.
you're just so retrosy, whereas I'm so Tesco-y.
I mean,
I don't know how else to explain it.
I
I'm like, you shop in Waitrose, I shop in Tesco's. Like,
yeah, that's like a good way of describing it.
well, no, a better way was, you shop in Waitrose, I shop in Tesco's. You know that little corner of the fridge that has
Yeah.
the little free bits, and the reduced. Yeah, that's where I shop. That's my corner of Tesco's. That's what I do there. Actually, I don't. I'm just trying not to seem like a wine socialist.
Wine socialist.
Yeah, because no one likes those. apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like a cappuccino or a
Latte
champagne
drinking.
socialist. Champagne socialist would
Exactly.
be the other one.
Yeah, Shafted was in the comments. I like that one of the perks of Steam is viewing rich friend activity and status, whatever that means. Well, the thing is, Shafted, I get all my games externally, either that way or if it's a massive sale on Steam, I just get it that way. But yeah, yeah.
I've got like maybe 60 games on my Steam.
I got 77.
And to be fair, well, there we go. Yeah. See,
yeah.
and a lot of mine, bearing in mind, I've had this account for, since, if you imagine when Steam was actually created, which was on the release of Half-Life 2,
Yeah.
which was nearly 15 years ago now.
Mm.
So I've literally had my Steam account since then.
Yeah. Oh wow. So like what, like nearly 14 years at this point.
Yeah. But I don't have a lot of games because I was still pirating games like all the way through that time. So I was learning how to crack games. And it wasn't until very, very recently, basically since I came to Korea, that I actually have had the money to pay and actually play games.
Yeah.
That I've actually done it. So,
Yeah, but you also have to remember that Chamchi is very old, right?
He's like,
yeah, I am.
I'm not gonna say, but he's like double my age.
Okay.
Fuck off, mate. Yeah, mate. Fuck off. I'm only as old as you.
The most important thing in this entire conversation is that Chamchi is older than me. So.
Okay.
By like a year or something.
I don't care. It's still true.
I'll probably like pop off and eat. I'll be back in about half an hour or so, and then like I don't know. If you want to take over?
Well, I can't see the side chat because I'm on my phone. Well, I would do.
You can so do it. You can so do it.
All right. Do you know what? Just wait here for a second. I'm gonna get my fucking laptop. Hang on.
Can you wait there for a minute then, ask him?
It's all right. I'm still gonna.
Dude, is he snoring?
Huh?
I'm not talking to
Who?
you, Asim.
What do you mean
He's
me?
been snoring.
Not Cameron.
No.
He's my future husband. He doesn't snore.
No.
Keep believing
What
that.
about your current husband? Is he snoring?
He actually is, yeah.
Okay, if he's snoring, then he's asleep. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't.
I think I wore him out. Yeah.
Oh, what was that? Morris dancing earlier.
Oh, loads of
Going
it.
some hardcore Morris dancing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
God.
There's a callback to another channel.
Mm-hmm. Should I actually do a stream tomorrow? Just called Morris Dancing.
Why the eldest here next to Phil and Abby? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jack
Phil?
James says. Well, no, actually. How
I'm
young are you, Jack?
like this has got to be a running joke, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, in Swiss's channel next week, right? Anybody's gonna say something weird, and it's like, why was it weird? What were they doing? Like Morris dancing or something?
Yeah.
It's definitely
it's just gonna carry on. Right? It's just gonna be a running joke.
like an
week
running
after
gag.
week after week.
All right.
After week.
All right. I'll just head off and be back in about half an hour.
All right, darling.
All right.
See you in a bit. Yeah, I agree, Jam. I reckon that it's now going to be like, what were you up to then, Morris dancing?
Not Morris dancing.
You know.
Ooh, ooh. Bit of Morris dancing, was it? On the weekend. Ooh,
Yeah.
dirty Morris dancing. Bit of Morris dancing on the side, was it? Ooh.
Do you know what? I'm absolutely exhausted, and for some reason, really want to be drugged up, like codeine, paracetamol. Like I'm really bad with that. Like
Really?
really bad. Because I have to kind of function, basically. Like I never have enough sleep, and I constantly have to function. So after like 3 hours sleep or 4 hours sleep and like wine and stuff, I have to feel okay. So I just take stuff like Solpadeine and things. It's really bad. I don't like. I'm not saying the entire time, but like, you know what I mean. Like, as you get older, you can't like. I can't really function otherwise. It's not.
It's not something that I would recommend, but speed or base and Valium is
Valium's good.
not a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
mixture, but it works apparently. I mean, I don't
do
it. I mean,
amphetamines.
well, actually, you do. You just told me that you did.
Codeine,
So,
yeah, but that's an opiate. That's different. That's like a heroin
no, it's a
derivative.
downer. That's a downer. Yeah, granted. But how can you take downers and then?
Because the whole point is it dulls like the pain, doesn't it? So like when you feel like shit and your head is thumping and that kind of thing, it kind of
With
makes you.
with the greatest respect, like
Mm-hmm.
this is on air.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Do you
Yeah.
want to? Do you want to? If you want to talk about it, then we'll get into it.
Oh no, I own it. Like I'm not worried about it. I can on air tell the world that I quite like Solpadeine
Well,
in
no, it's
order
fine.
to feel better with a bad
I mean,
hangover.
Valium. I fucking love a bit of Valium. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Valium's good before flights because I'm a really nervous flyer, but
no, just Valium. I just love Valium.
oh, just
Anytime.
overall. Oh, okay.
Overall, yeah, totally. I'll just anybody give me a few milligrams of Valium, definitely.
What are the guys in the side chat saying? Because I don't want to ignore them.
No, go on. You're really good at.
Oh, I know I am, but I can't see it on my phone. Hold on. Give me 2 minutes, right?
I think Abby's in the side chat. Abby was there somewhere.
Hello, Abby.
Tylenol. Cameron's talking about Tylenol. Yeah, that's a really big painkiller, and the problem is it's really hard to get hold of
Addictive.
Tylenol without a prescription.
What?
So,
Wait, painkiller? Doesn't put people to sleep. That.
oh no, Tylenol. Oh no, actually have Tylenol. I'm thinking of something else. Sorry.
Okay, can you and Cameron keep it ticking over just for a second because I'm gonna lock myself in the bathroom with my laptop so I can at least see.
You're gonna be. You're not gonna be watching some Morris dancing, are you?
Well, everyone likes a bit of Morris dancing. No, I won't be. It's just that I want to be able to see the side chat and I can't do it on my phone. So I'll be back in like 2
You're gonna
minutes.
have a wee and like watch your.
Actually, no, because I'm seeing you right now, but like on the toilet lid. And
It's definitely Morris dancing.
it's definitely not
Morris
dancing.
Definitely Morris dancing.
Could be Daddy Vince, Palm Powder.
Oh, please.
Daddy Vince, home party, Morris dancing. Mate, that is like the biggest, like.
That's also the weirdest combo of things ever. Alright. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
It's also, I reckon if we manage to sort it out, make loads of money in that porn party. Like, definitely. Imagine Pornhub fucking giving us loads of money for that shit.
I mean, I'd be well up for it, but it's quite weird because like we don't have a lot of females. So obviously we have Abby. Now we have obviously Rowan, but we don't really have like that many regular women. You know what I mean?
Why? That's a good question, actually. I always wanted to ask that question. Why aren't there many women in politics?
Well, I think there are women in politics. I think it's like, why are they not necessarily on YouTube, which is a big thing.
That's another question. Exactly right.
So, I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm the only one that's suicidal enough to be. Apparently. Even though I'm really not.
Maybe.
I'm just stupid enough to give myself the bullet that many times. Am I right, Cameron?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Do you love me really, though?
Well, of course. Everyone should get a bullet equally.
There we go. Everyone gets the bullet. It's just like...
So I'll go in an egalitarian here.
Egalitarian of bullets.
Me and Cameron have a bit of a love-hate going on.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. I thought you were going for a piss.
No, I'm not pissing.
Going for a piss.
I was actually going to grab my laptop. In fact, I probably should, but then I need to shut up because he's like snoring. So I'll be back in a minute. Keep it ticking over though, because you promised Neil left that you would.
Yeah, we would.
Okay.
That's okay. We're just waiting for you to leave so we can talk about you, not to you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. So let's take this chance to have a look at the side chat. Morris dancing goes wild. Yeah, definitely, Jack James. Angels wants to see for slagging her off. Slag her off every day anyway. So shaft it. Don't worry about that one. She always gets the bullet. Oh no. The bullets. Oh no. Hang on. Cam's gonna give me shit on this one. Apparently we should all equally have the bullet.
Well yeah, but some people get them first though.
Sorry. Jack James says he really wants to give her the bullet in inverted commas. Yeah. Maybe he does.
Well, since he's talking about sexual tension, I think there's more between Angels and Stizer.
No comment. I know. Well, she does have a soft spot, or is it a wet spot for Sizer? Who knows? Hardcore Morris dancing, yeah, I think so. Who knows what goes on? Angels is wicked though. No, I do love her. Like I know the area that she's from. It's proper middle class, mate. Proper middle class. It's like you're Mancunian, right, Cam?
No, no, that's not me. I'm full on Yorkshireman, obviously.
Yorkshire, proper Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so these places that she talks about are generally within the M25, or at least very, very next to the M25. So that means it's within spitted distance within the so you can commute there quite safely to the centre of London.
Yeah.
It's it's
I thought it's probably cheaper to
proper
commute.
middle. It's proper middle class, man. Cliff Richard lives there, man.
Yeah. This is around here. This council houses and former mountain villages.
Hmm. What the fuck is going on in the side chat?
We talk about sexual tension.
Sexual tension. Now that I mention it, I always sense sexual tension between Cam and Angels. Oh, I never knew it myself, but hey. He really wants to give her the bullet. Maybe, well, sex is sex,
It's like I say, when you go
Nothing.
back, you never go back.
Yeah. Whoa, get down with your bad self, Cam. Maybe she wants a bit of Cameron. That's what it is.
Okay, I just got back. I heard something about somebody wanting a piece of Cameron.
It turns out that you need a bit of black.
Mm. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no. Just saying.
Well, that's an invitation, mate. Should I just disconnect, like right now, like, and just leave you two to it, like?
I'm pretty sure that me and Cameron are not going to get down and dirty live on a stream. Thanks for the offer, though.
But
All right then, Vicky.
no.
All right then, Vicky.
Yeah, I know.
Chill out.
All right. Come on, Bianca. Come on. Can you man the stall for me, Bianca, so I can go and
All right,
go
mate.
and tap?
All right, mate. Like, I actually told you I was horrified that somebody thought that I was from Essex. I was like, excuse me. Like, I literally must have looked at them like dirt.
Maybe because all the southerners sound the same.
Well, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no, it's not at all. It's the accent is completely different.
I think no, but I understand like why people think that, but it's just I'm much better spoken per se than like somebody from Essex. So for me to be called that, I was like, excuse me. But there's also a snobbiness to our kind of, and you know this, Jam, to our area where it's like, excuse me, you actually think I'm from Essex?
With the again, the greatest respect, you and me should have absolutely nothing in common. The only reason that my accent sounds anything like yours is because
You're a teacher.
I've spent the last 8 years trying to shed my
Woking accent, mate.
yeah, my proper Woking accent.
Yeah.
And believe me, once I speak to my actual family, it becomes really fucking thick, proper thick, and it's really common.
Yeah, but this is funny because people in their families, right, are totally different to how they sort of sound outside. Oh, you all right there, love?
Yeah, I'm just coughing. I
Okay.
got off.
Don't die before our wedding, please. But
Well, of course, you want to kill him on his wedding day, don't you?
I'm in it for the insurance money, mate. But no, we when I obviously like my accent's quite relatively quite unquote according to Vinny, and like
It's genteel. It's very
yeah,
genteel.
people say
That's for sure.
especially people who are not British, like they'll say, well, it's easy to understand because it's quite like
Exactly.
neutral-ish. And
Yeah.
but what I've found is that people with their own families obviously slip into their kind of own tongue or whatever, and accents become a lot thicker. So like I've been on, because we've got like a group chat which is like Average Joe, Ben, like a few of the others, right? And when Joe is like speaking to his family, I do not understand a word he says. And there have been times where like Ben has spoken to his family and I just do not understand the Barnsley accent at all. I'm like, what did he just say? Like, honestly, it's almost like someone talking in tongues. I have no idea what they're saying. So whereas I feel like people from my sort of area are understandable, pretty much cross sort of cross region, I feel like it's a lot easier to understand like a southerner than it is certainly. And oh yeah, and another good, really good mate of mine is Scottish, but every time he speaks to his family, like in the background, I do not understand him at all. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So it's weird. It's quite strange too because I feel like Britain's quite small, so the fact that we have so many regional differences is unusual.
This might sound really weird to you, but say Korea is the same size of England.
Mm.
They have exactly the same range of accents in their
Do they?
language. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I
I know,
know
but
so little
you
about
wouldn't know,
Korea.
that because because the Western language is so far removed from the Eastern language, you can't really think about it, and because you've never thought about the because obviously you've really got a handle on a lot of the Eastern languages, Western languages, haven't you? Like
Yeah.
Germanic and also Latin languages, right? So you know Spanish and German,
And
for instance,
French, yeah.
and French, yeah. But
And
they're
Dutch.
all and Dutch, which
Don't
are
forget the
all
Basques.
yeah.
Everyone forgets the Basques.
El País Vasco, yeah.
But when it comes to Chinese or Korean or Japanese, you wouldn't have a clue, right? And so if you like, I know a little bit of Chinese, which isn't a bad thing to say, by the way, but that's another story. I know a little bit of Korean, but I definitely like after 6-7 years of living in Korea, I know the difference between like when I say North Korean, I don't mean North Korean. I mean like Seoul, like so the north of the Republic of Korea. Okay, not like North Korean. And I also know the difference between where I live now and further south and further north. It will be the difference between being in London to Liverpool or Manchester and Southend or Essex. These are the four different places which are massive. Like if you transcribe this into England, if you imagine the difference between Liverpool, Manchester, Woking, Weybridge, Essex, Southend, Brighton, and all these places, there'll be massive amounts of accents in that crop.
I agree. It's kind of crazy if you think about it in that sense. Just so that we don't ignore the side chat again, they were like coming up with some EastEnders gags, but then they mentioned about how Barbara Windsor actually has dementia, or I think it's not. I think it's Parkinson's or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it's definitely a degenerative thing, and she's a brilliant actress. She's obviously been in tons of things.
Babs.
She was in a lot of the carry-ons, and she's very talented comedian.
Barbara Windsor, you're talking
about. Yeah. But then they were talking about how So Shafted also said, I've limited sympathy as Barbara Windsor was a Tory supporter. Now she'll need the NHS unless she goes private. Look, I don't like that to be used as a political football, because if anybody suffers from something like Parkinson's or a degenerative disease or just general dementia, it's not to do with party colour. It's to do with that people. People. It's literally just being a human being, and really.
I think this is something that doesn't matter. I mean, anyone with any human being within themselves can understand that it's immoral to use human feelings or well-being as a political tool. I think that's wrong.
Oh yeah, I mean, actually,
and I think that's something we can agree on, right?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, because that could technically happen to anyone. Doesn't matter where they're from, or what their background was, or is, or who they're friends with, or whatever. If that can affect you, that is horrendous. Like it doesn't matter what you voted for or whatever. It's just a horrible, horrible thing. And if people genuinely are, as they claim, egalitarian and fair and compassionate and decent, then they would not wish it upon other people either, as far as I'm concerned.
No, of course not. You do understand, right? What you're talking about is basically kind of one of the things that the entire left-wing basis is based on, don't you?
Of course, yeah. But I've always said that I don't I'm an issue by issue person, right? So, but when I do those ridiculous quizzes, the one I can't remember who linked it, but we all did it, and you must have known. You come away.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Me and James came off as James, if you're there, remind me what we came off as, but we roughly came off as like really near the centre, but we were different. Like I was more liberal than him, and arguably I was actually more right wing than him, which is a bit crazy. But I think I was like a different side of the spectrum. But I also came off on the social democrat thing. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's not really accurate, but
It's kind of weird because you can kind of engineer your questions, engineer your answers to your own political thoughts as to what you think at the time. But, you know, when it comes to a case-by-case study, you know, and when you look at, you know, people like Barbara Winter or whatever, and you think, oh, there's no way that a person or any person with degenerative disease should have to worry around the days worrying about what's happening to their kids or what's happening to their grandchildren or whatever. You know, surely surely society should make sure that people, when they are at that point in life, are provided for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're talking about is a pension. What we're talking about is you know, societal provisions to help the old age pensioners, like, you know, actually have a pension, a decent pension, to you know, live the life in where they can, you know, help themselves. Is this right? Do you agree with it?
I do. I totally do. The guys in the side chat were chatting about this whole Barbara Windsor thing and like people suffering from dementia and things. And oh, thanks,
You
James.
realise
Yeah.
this is socialism, don't you?
Yeah. But well, I've already told you this previously because everybody agrees in socialism to some degree, and why wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's like how Corbyn said in Oxford Union. Everybody's got an ounce of socialism in them. And
Oh, definitely.
it looks in the eyes of John Wood, wasn't. It's so tired I keep forgetting his name now. John Memrod. It looked into his eyes and said that.
Yeah. And they're actually good friends, aren't they? Which is quite
Yeah.
interesting. Corbyn and
Corbyn,
Redwood.
Corbyn and Ken Clark as well.
Yeah. Ken Clark is awesome. I love Ken Clark. The last of the Thatcherites.
Let the burning hell for eternity and never come back.
Oh, I love him.
Fucking hell! I like angels. I fucking love you, man. The way that you know is fucking brilliant, man. It's really good because I can talk about this and I can say, yeah, you know, you're socialist. You're like, yeah, I know, but I don't give a fuck because it doesn't matter because this and this. Okay.
Well, no. It isn't really. It isn't that. It's the fact that I have some socialist ideas which I follow. Then, Chamchi, it was actually you that I said. I spend a lot of time over here, as you know, right? And mainstream stuff here is viewed as like far left Marxist craziness nowadays.
In the UK.
Yeah, which is crazy to me. I'm like, it's really not. lot of the stuff in the Labour manifesto was even there under Blair, so I don't understand why people are like freaking out so bad. So I'm not really like, you know what I mean? I'm not buying it. But then on top of that, we now have the Conservative Party taking on measures which are very Miliband-esque. And so therefore you're like thinking, well, do they know that they're going to have to start, like, you know what I mean? At least start trying to entertain that kind of policy in order to gain votes, because my guess is they are. So, carry on, Cam. Sorry.
Well, the country's moved to the left. Anyway, have you seen Peter Hitchens lately as well? He's like, it's like his old Trotskyite self is re-emerging. You've seen him on Twitter lately. He's really arguing the Labour's policies.
I have not seen him on Twitter recently. But I will look him up for sure. In the side chat,
he has flip-flopped like quite recently. Peter Hitchens actually said that very recently that we should nationalise the railways just because of how shitty it's become recently. Whereas before he did say that we should not nationalise but regulate the railways.
It's not just nationalised. It's minimum wage. It's foreign policies. But it's foreign policy ideas. It's basically identity to Corbyn's. It's like a combination.
When I actually saw that they were going to take the Eastern Line back into public ownership, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god. And which I was not, well, I was shocked, but I'm really quite pleased in some ways, because I'm like, if that's going to work out, because at the moment, like, don't we have the worst service for the highest costs in like all of Europe?
Yeah, we have the joint highest cost service with Japan. Also, I got pleased because, you know, my local train fares now go down now because Doncaster's on the East Coast line, which means maybe we get to get a little cheaper.
Oh, finally something for you, eh? And not London-ified. But of course, when we're married, Cameron, you can enjoy all the benefits of like the London side of things.
You'll be enjoying Brexit Yorkshire.
Oh my god! Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine meeting my Remain family? They'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I mean, even my mum, who's Welsh, and I know that Wales voted to leave, but they're like Cardiff, so you know.
Oh, Swansea and Cardiff voted to remain.
Oh yeah, by a big budget, yeah, of course. But
Swansea, didn't they? Because I remember the election night saying that
it was
Remain.
Was it Remain?
It was.
No, yeah. It was because of the science thing. It was like there was a lots of R&D funding.
Yeah, but however, Newport voted to leave, which I was shocked at.
Newport voted to remain.
No, voted to leave, which was quite shocking.
Sorry.
And then a few other, but then Wales is like a bit of a shithole, like outside Rose Park. I mean, I don't even.
Mate.
Well, no.
Yeah, it's still some of the greatest characters you'll ever meet in your life.
Well, they're my family, but I can tell you that it's still a bit of a fucking shithole. And
of course it is. Yeah.
And in like for example, I don't find many places acceptable unless it's like Cardiff Bay, Cardiff.
Cardiff is shithole.
Cardiff Bay is really nice though.
Yeah, Cardiff Bay and Rose Park, and those are the only two acceptable places. And then
Rose Park.
You can't come out Crossall shithole. He puts in Cardiff.
No, Rose Park is basically like the Kensington of Cardiff.
Maybe.
Well, it is because I know my family's, my aunt's and uncle's house there is beautiful.
It's a bit like Splot, like Splo. A bit close to Splo.
Oh, Splot! Oh my God, you know about Splot?
Yeah, the
Splot.
Magic Roundabout. Of course I know.
Splot Market. Jesus.
Don't forget, I lived there for 2-3 years.
Yeah. Rice Park is like beautiful though, to be fair. Like those townhouses.
Yeah, it is. Granted.
Yeah, but
I prefer Cardiff City Park, just behind the castle. But that's. I buried my snake there, so that's why I live.
No, I prefer North Wales. We could get some old woman.
Gogs.
Oh, up toward like Monmouthshire kind of thing. Wrexham.
Yeah.
Wrexham,
yeah. Where quite now? Gwynedd or something like that up there.
I personally find that
Welsh is a first language up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really. It's like bilingual. When we're up there, right? Those women, a lot of races up there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
and look at them. When I speak Welsh, you just know they're saying something racist without looking at you.
Are you serious? Like, I mean,
yeah, of course.
I mean, but is it not quite bizarre to you, Cam? Because, like, for me, as an example, like, because I was brought up and it was normal for tons of kids in my school to be from pretty much everywhere, as Chamchi can attest to, within our area, because out of London just is like that. When you go to a place like that, I suppose for me, it's like a blonde, white female. I wouldn't experience that kind of thing. Whereas for you, as like a mixed race person, you must rock up to those types of places and probably be like eyeballed and looked at really weird.
Yeah, the Scottish Highlands are worse though.
Mm-hmm.
The Scottish yeah, the Scots are worse.
I don't really like what. Yeah, but surely now, like, what makes me kind of laugh is that, like, how is this not mainstream to everyone when it comes to, like, online stuff, like, people meeting? I was like, I don't really get it. I don't understand how people go, oh my God, there's someone with darker skin. Like, how does that even work?
I don't know. It goes back from racism. Goes back from the slave trade of the Bible, which is a wee biblical story about how white people and black people came to exist, which suggests black people are inferior. I can't really also go into it.
Yeah,
it's a biblical
please
story
don't,
about
because it's obvious bollocks. But like, yeah, I don't know. It is a bit weird that people, like, my point being though, that it's a bit weird that people still, like, I don't know, even live by that sort of thing. Like, I don't get it. To me, it's inconceivable. But do you think maybe I'm in my London fishbowl?
Perhaps, but where I live, we don't get it much actually. Just people who not used to like when at school, everyone bullied the Polish kid, but not me.
Yeah,
which is really interesting.
Yeah, but then it's also a town, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well.
So.
Yes and no. It's a bit weird.
I'm thinking though that a lot of places that end up inherently racist appear. Welcome back to your own stream.
Hi there.
Hi. Places, as far as I can identify, at least that are or appear to be inherently racist, are actually not places which are involved in towns and that kind of thing. So basically less plugged in. So like places that are a lot more remote, have less immigrants, like all of that kind of thing, they are much more racist than like
So like
larger
what
towns.
you would call a Brexit shithole.
Yeah, but some Brexit shitholes are not necessarily that either. So, but yes,
Yeah.
yes, largely yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's quite diverse places that voted well for Brexit. Like I talk about the centre of Rotherham.
Rotherham did, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the centre of Rotherham's got a very large Pakistani community. But in that area of Rotherham, voted Leave overwhelmingly.
Most of the larger towns, though, across the UK as a whole, almost without exception, were overwhelmingly Remain.
Yep.
So,
Well, large towns, I'm sure, but see, it was large towns in the north that voted Leave by massive. I mean, Doncaster is considered a large town. Doncaster was trying to become a city, voted 70% Leave. We talk about places
yeah.
like Huddersfield,
Oh,
Bradford,
Doncaster, yeah.
Rotherham, Barnsley, Bolton,
Yeah.
all these places.
But they're not, no, but when I say like the big, I mean like, sort of Manchester and London and, like the big towns.
Manchester's like considered the London's north, so
Exeter, Bristol, Oxford, Cambridge.
So the university
down
towns.
south. That's the issue. University towns, but they're also down south. Which,
I mean, I don't view that as down south.
well, look at anything south of Chesterfield's down south.
Anything above the like top ring of the M25 is up north. So shut up.
But those towns are extremely affluent. Oxford, Cambridge.
Oh yeah, but like well then we also have like we were just talking about Cardiff, Remain, like basically anything that's more plugged in and has like a more mixed bag tended to vote to stay, whereas stuff which was a bit more out of touch, like
What people?
Out of touch. I mean, you could
Extremely
make the
diverse
same.
town, voted Leave.
You can make the same argument for like London, though, can't you?
Meaning what?
Or like out of touch compared to the rest of the UK. They're like in their own little country, aren't they?
Well, I would argue that I mean, you definitely have a point there because they're sort of. It's not all great though. Like people say, oh, London, it's all this, but actually it's very expensive, and people are like priced out of there. Then they're not, it has its downers. Is it enriched when it comes to diversity and culture? Yes, definitely, but you pay the price for it. It's not all rainbows and unicorns, so to speak. But I still probably wouldn't trade it. Like,
I mean, I don't think I'd move to London anytime soon. To be fair, I don't want to anyway. It's all right.
Well, I personally couldn't afford to own in my own city.
Oh, so you're renting then, I'm assuming.
Well, at the moment, I mean, I'm in Holland now, but like,
right.
and which I'm renting it. But recently, I've just been living back at my parents, purely because I pay half the rent. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've heard. I mean, loads of especially like people are living with their parents, especially when like they're getting a bit older, because obviously they just can't afford to live out on their own anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's actually, this is why a lot of people. That's why there's so much house building in this part of this country, because there's so many people now south moving around here actually to live.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that actually a lot of things are going to change in this country. The economy's balance. Nearby Rotherham actually says it's the fastest growing economy in North England this year. Which shocks everyone on the news. and
Yeah.
that's because a lot of people are moving up here
Yeah,
because it's
because
too expensive.
don't you remember the other day, Cam? We were like talking, and like, well, like when it came to house price, you're like, oh yeah, this house is like 88 grand or something. I'm like, sorry, what?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
on the house estate I live in, right, the average house price is like between 80 and 90 grand.
fucking hell. Like,
But
80 to
there
90
are
grand.
council houses
Wow.
there.
okay,
Wow.
so in my parents' area, a shitty, like I'm talking terraced house, right, with like a yard, not even a garden, is 500,000.
Half a minute. Like, I've heard, like, if
500,000.
you go into the centre of London, like, a one-bedroom flat can cost up to 1 million there.
Oh, more.
Fucking
My
hell.
my parents' house, which is 5 stops from Waterloo, right?
Yeah.
So yes, okay, it's like still suburban, but it's next to Heathrow, blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
So it is it obviously you guys, if you're not familiar with the area, need to think of it as the Richmond Twickenham sort of suburbs, right?
Okay.
Their house is only 3 bed. It's a bit in kind of disarray, to be fair. Yes, they have an extension on there and they have a fuck off garden.
Yeah.
But this house now, they bought it for something like 200,000.
Yeah.
It's now worth verging on 1 mil.
Bloody hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And it's not even that great. And I'm like, that is not worth 1 million. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, if you pay those prices, you can put it in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what. That's why they're doing HS2, isn't it? Because most people can't afford to live in London.
Yeah.
No. But HS2 another
I don't know whether that's the right way out though. I'm quite
Look,
split over HS2.
we should
Same here.
look. I live right on the route, right? Nobody wants it. Everyone hates it. That actually recently says leaflets saying why should support it. But if you look around this area, you go to the houses and they've got signs up saying stop HS2 everywhere. And
Yeah.
remember when showed the person in the canal while walking down? Did you see the new roads?
Yeah.
So they get knocked down for HS2.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
that's there. There's massive outcry about everything about it.
Yeah, I bet.
They even try to bribe everyone in the local area saying, "Why put a train station here?" But
Yeah.
everyone's still against it.
Oh.
And they're knocking
Yeah.
down warehouses, businesses. It's a
Oh.
big mess for them.
Yeah. James is talking about in the side chat. He says I pay 665 a month for a 2-bed, and that includes council tax. Well, that's funny because, yeah, I mean, like my flat at the moment at uni, it costs 6 grand, and that's just room. So.
Okay.
But that's on the low end of uni accommodation anyway, though.
James. Right. So 665 a month for a 2 bed, and that includes council tax. I pay my parents 600 just a bunk there. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Why not move out of London then?
Yeah, but like that's nothing. Like if I was to have a 2 bed flat, it would be 1,500 easy
Oh god.
I'm not going to say how much the rent
a
is.
month.
Yeah, I mean, I have family who are thinking about. Well, they live in East London at the moment, and they were thinking about like moving out. So like somewhere else in London, or maybe out of London entirely. And they were like putting their house on rent, sort of like one of the houses on rent to sort of get more money. And it's not it's not that big actually. I think it's a 4-bed. It's sort of medium sized, and it's gonna cost like 3 grand a month just to rent. So it's ridiculous, and that's in East London. That isn't even in Central London either.
No. All right. What I will do, at least I've been keeping an eye on the side chat. I'm literally like sitting on top of the toilet seat at the moment to chat to you guys because I didn't want to disturb any because it's like sleeping. It's a really tiny flat. But I will say goodnight now because I'm exhausted and I'm up super early, and I have to go to The Hague in about 4 hours. So.
Oh yeah. I hope you can meet Tony Blair there one day.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? I will send you some European Parliament pictures.
Oh god. Yeah. I'll probably like Photoshop them to make them all go on fire or something.
Well, I'm just going to send you anything EU related, basically. The entire day, I'm just going to troll you on like bullet chat.
But I'll silence the chat so you sort of fail.
Oh, shut up! All right, you silence me, bitch, and I'm going to be sending you private messages. You are going to get this exodus of like EU stuff.
So you're gonna basically make me pull my hair out. The rate. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, you are good.
Did I tell you I'm thinking about going to the People's Vote March? That's on 23rd of June.
Sorry, so this is.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the People's Vote March on the 23rd of June just for the lols, you know.
Okay, I'm not really sure what that is.
You know the People's Vote, because they want a second referendum to basically reverse Brexit, but they're not saying it that way. That's basically it.
Oh, right. Oh, and so the whole thing is just about a vote on the final deal, right?
Yeah. And it's going to be, I think it's going to start on, I was reading it's 45 Hyde Park, and then it's going to go to Westminster, the Parliament Square, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a 1.3 mile march. And I was actually talking to Luke, and he doesn't live too far from Birmingham city centre, and he said, "Oh, we can go together to the thing." So yeah, I mean that'll be cool if we can go together, I guess.
Well, I can come and meet you guys.
No, I was thinking about buying like a proper like 52%, Brexit T-shirt just for the day as well.
Yeah, I was looked. They got coaches from Sheffield.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So I chose them.
Yeah, they got coaches in Birmingham, so I might take one.
Well, Cameron can come down, and we can like have a engagement party, and then all of you can.
Oh yeah, engagement party. You can prepare for the Blairite relieve the baby as well.
Oh my god.
So this is gonna be fact filled then, basically. Fact filled.
Well, reliever though, reluctant lever.
Yeah.
Fact filled.
No, Frank Field's not reluctant either.
Well,
I would say it would be more like a Clive Lewis. Like I think that was quite a bang on one.
Well, he's not reluctant, but he's more of a Blairite.
What,
yeah, he's not. He's not really Blairite. No, Clive.
No,
but
I'm not talking about Clive. I'm talking about Frank Fields.
He's more of a Blairite because I've heard he calls. Well, people say he's like Thatcherite or something. I've heard.
He's more. He's basically a bit stable there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Fair enough. An anti-EU coalition is forming in Italy. Oh, they're talking about the Italian elections. Italy is going to smash the EU soon. Anti-EU is growing everywhere in Europe. Yes, it is, but listen, I hope it continues.
But I feel like it's being overplayed. I don't think it's as bad as people are trying to make out, firstly. But secondly, even if it's that bad, the EU will have to reform in order to actually survive.
I wouldn't call it bad. I call it a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good for everybody involved in that sense, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, James Fielding says, a Blairite Brexiteer, that's strange.
Yeah, I know, but they do exist, you know.
They're quite unusual though.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm not even kidding. I've actually encountered a couple of Corbynite FBPE on Twitter, and I just it blew my mind, you know.
It's kind of weird. It's true.
And a couple of them actually followed me back on Twitter because they're like, "Oh, he's a Brexiteer, but he's a decent guy. He supports Corbyn." So, yeah.
Whereas you just bang on to me about being a centrist and, you know...
But they're not centrist.
FBP.
They use the FBP hashtag because I always assume they're centrist or Blairite and they hate Corbyn, right? So, but these couple of people I've met on Twitter are actually pro-Corbyn, so... Yeah, and they follow me back as well, so...
Look at you getting all popular.
Yeah. Oh, I think I've got to like 316 followers. I think getting there. 317 at the moment, apparently.
You're gonna have to send me an autograph one of these days.
You need to be pro Brexit, then you get all the followers, and pro Corbyn as well, actually.
Oh God. Okay. We're done here.
All right.
But anyway, guys, I love you all, obviously, and the guys in the side chat too. I love you. But I have to go because I've got like 3 hours sleep. So good night, and I will speak to you later. And thank you for having me on your stream.
All right. No problem. Great to have you.
See you soon.
All right. See ya.
So,
Chamchi's still here.
I resume, sir.
Where's he gone? I mean, I'm getting a bit tired now, actually. I mean, I've just eaten, and I guess the food is starting to take effect, so it's making me a bit tired.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Shafted said, "Oh yeah, go to the march." Yeah, I'm thinking I'm actually gonna make this like the first ever sort of, not like IRL, but sort of like outside Google Hangout sort of stream I'm gonna do on the channel. It won't be a face reveal because I'm ugly as hell. I'm just literally imagine like an ugly brown guy with glasses. That's me basically. So I'm not gonna do a face reveal, but I'm gonna, broadcast the whole march on the channel live as well. So if I do go, I'm going to do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go up to some of the EU people, and I'm going to ask them if they want a United States of Europe. I might do that as well, just for the heck of it. Why not? Yeah. And I was thinking I was gonna like buy a nice red sort of 52% Brexit T-shirt just for the occasion, and it's gonna be like nice and red because I'm Labour, and red would stand out. And then like I'm gonna wear my green jacket, and then I might whip it out when I feel like it, like loosen the jacket and show off the shirt inside. See what people think.
Yeah, I've actually just bought a Tony Benn T-shirt.
I could have done, or I could like make my own sort of Clement Attlee T-shirt, and then they were like, "Why have you got Enoch Powell?"
Why? Why did you say that?
No, I thought you had a couple of people on your Twitter.
Yeah, that person, man. So it blocked me to the price. It's Attlee.
Oh my god! But people think but Attlee was anti-EU as well. So and it's like you're saying, because they say Brexit's a Tory hard Brexit, it's far right. So you're saying like Tony Benn and Clement Attlee are far right too, I guess.
Well, they call me a far right Tory enabler. But
yeah, and then again, it's the Tories that took us in. So
Tories took it in. Brexit speaks with the Tories.
Tories implement free movement. Tories push through the Maastricht Treaty.
So why the blame Labour?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. They're enabling. I think Swiss said on one of his on Twitter, someone said to him, "Oh, they're Labour enabling a Nazi hard Brexit."
Yeah.
Yeah, FBP. No, I'm gonna try and see for Friday at least if I can get FBP, because I was thinking about doing an FBP Friday stream. I'm gonna call it FBP Fridays or something.
Yeah, you should try and get them on.
Well, yeah, I'll try my best anyway. But the thing is, I don't understand. Like, they liked and retweeted my tweet. I said, "Can you guys please come on so we can have like sort of level playing field without like toxicity and sort of And they liked and retweeted it, but they never got back to me, which I thought was weird.
I think they're trying to get others to join.
I'd love them, and then it'd be me, you, and like Luke and like Abby Cat versus FBP.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, But yeah, I didn't get to say like my 2 cents on like Ken Livingstone. I mean, it's quite sad to be fair about Ken Livingstone. But I mean, fair play to him though, because he's he's thinking of the bigger picture, isn't he? Though I guess.
Yeah, and I can't see him. Even
Yeah.
if he could stay in Labour.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the Blairites, you've got the LFI members who are going to call him anti-Semitic, whatever, you know.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, he was too toxic, and he knew it as well. And he knew he was damaging Labour, remaining a member.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy, but you know, the problem is he's only damaging Labour because the Blairites are still there. You know, that's one of my main sort of reservations, sort of voting for them next time, because it's going to be so close to Brexit, and then what happens if Labour get in and they scupper Brexit in the Blairites? You know, what's going to happen then? So I'm a bit apprehensive, if you will.
Well, Labour won't do that unless they get rid of Corbyn.
Yeah.
Look,
but I mean, but the problem with Labour is they don't have like a Brexit vision. They just said, "Oh, we're gonna sort of leave the single market, but keep close alignment. We're gonna stay in the customs union." But you know, they're not talking about the future. They're not talking about long term. Like we were both like tweeting to John Mills, like saying, "Oh, Labour need to have sort of a long-term strategy for Brexit, don't they?" You know.
Yeah, John Mills actually replied to me.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Which is quite surprising.
Congratulations, I guess. I'm a big fan of him too, actually. But yeah, I mean, Labour need to have a long-term strategy. Like they need to invest in manufacturing, and especially in especially the north and those sort of more rural areas that have actually been like the manufacturing heartlands of the UK. They need to invest in those, and then. You know, and people say, "Oh, Labour are out of touch; they won't get working class vote." But I think that's the main way they can get the working class vote. To be honest,
that'll get them instantly. Especially talk about this in this part of the country. Now, what Labour is? Remember the last election? They would have hardly time to create that manifesto. Or create a strategy. I mean, they had like weeks.
Yeah.
It was still quite impressive. Now, if May calls election now for November, or something like that, because Labour has more time to build on it. So I think Matt sees something more impressive in terms of.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of Brexit, unless they have this industrial strategy, you know, if they take ideas from like Labour Leave and John Mills, then in regards to Brexit, at least, I think they're fucked. That's what I think, anyway.
It depends what they say and do on it. People are very sensitive about it on both sides. But if you look at electoral system, it's about seats. Now, if
seats, yeah, exactly. I was talking to one of my uni friends, and he's sort of a very hardcore Labour Remainer, so like Angels level Remain, but supports Labour. And he was like, I said, like, Labour need to invest in manufacturing and talk about, like, a people's Brexit and market it towards that, you know, to win votes from both sides. And he was like, oh, no, Labour need to do that and they need to vote Remain because Labour membership. He was talking about Labour, exactly, he was talking about Labour membership. And I said to him, and he said, oh, he's citing some YouGov poll or something. But then I said to him, look at this. The system that we live in, first past the post, Labour need to win in key areas, and if they fudge up Brexit, if they go soft Brexit, whatever, they're fucked, aren't they?
So it's not key areas. They're gonna get a big shock in the northern heartlands. What people understand is that it's an illusion that Labour's part of the Remain. Look at the history of the party. It's more Eurosceptic now.
Oh yeah, it's more Eurosceptic. But the problem is, only their party Remain when obviously the Blair and the more right-wing people took over. You know?
The most traditional parts of their party, the most traditional seats that Labour always won, the most working class areas, the areas where trade unions were strong, was lead areas.
Labour was normally opposed to the EU until obviously Blair came along, and it was the people in the Labour Party that led the debate for leaving, wasn't it? Actually.
Yeah.
So you had Tony Benn, Peter Shaw, Barbara Castle, those sorts of people, you know, in '75. They led the debate, and it wasn't the Tories, you know.
And the thing is, when they say Labour will lose the next election if they go Remain, that's a bit of a lie, because if it don't go Remain, but if you look at the last election, you can see the proof of that. Look, more people, Remainers care more about domestic issues, and that's a given. Um, people show them a future. They'll vote for it.
Yeah. Oh, and Angel says both parties would be doing a soft Brexit at this stage. Well, to be fair, I mean,
Well-
I'm more inclined to agree because both parties are full of globalist shills, aren't they?
Well, look, both parties are always mirroring their positions now.
Yeah.
If one does one, the other will do the other. If the Tories will say stay in the single market, Labour will do the same. This is the pattern between the two parties of Brexit. They copy each other. Now
Oh,
look
yeah.
at the customs union now.
Oh, yeah, customs union, because Labour were like, oh, we're going to do a customs partnership, and then Tories are like, haha, you can't do that, you're stupid. And then May was like, oh, we need to have a special customs partnership, and I was just like, dude, you know?
Yeah. Let's copy each other on parties.
Yeah.
That's all said divided and confused. Everything.
Oh,
Which is a big issue. Which is proving a lot of people won't read is right. There's a lot of political chaos and people don't know what they're doing.
yeah.
And
I
of course,
mean,
the leadership.
no, I absolutely agree that Remainers say absolutely they're spot on when they say the referendum wasn't held how it should be. Like it wasn't properly held as facts and shit like that. But
Well,
at the end of the day, I still want to leave. That's the thing.
I would blame David Cameron for that because we never
Oh
expected
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
referendum.
absolutely.
He actually promised it in 2018 and they actually rushed it by purpose.
Oh yeah, no. He said late 2017 to early 2018, didn't he?
Yeah, and
Yeah, exactly.
he pushed it early so he thought he could win.
Yeah,
and straight in, and found out he didn't prepare for anything.
Yeah, Project Fear, but he doesn't realize that the electorate learn from their mistakes, don't they? So they learned from 75, you know.
Didn't really learn the mistakes. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
I would have Tories in.
Oh, that's true. But I meant in terms of sort of referendums and sort of over 40 years, not in an election sense, but like in a referendum sense, if you will. To be fair, it's Theresa May, so it's given she's useless. But obviously, the only person I can see negotiating a proper Brexit out of all of them is actually Jacob Rees-Mogg. So, yeah. But then he's quite toxic to this sort of centre ground electorate, though, isn't he?
Well, we'll have to see on that one. He's got a grassroots support. It's like we have a bit of a carbon effect.
It's funny, isn't it? Because you've got the centre ground who want to remain, so the Blairites and most of the Tories, and then you've got the sort of proper left and proper right, like you've got Rees-Mogg, Dennis Skinner, those sorts of people who want to leave. So it's sort of a divide in that sense, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's like what Peter just said. We're better off with a Remain and a Leave party.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, what I think there needs to be. There was a right-wing Eurosceptic party called UKIP. I'm saying was because it doesn't really exist anymore, but. The problem is there isn't a proper left-wing Eurosceptic party, and I think that's what people want, and that's what especially working-class people on the left want.
Well, look, left's always been more split now. Left Euroscepticism has been swept under the rug, basically, by almost everything, but they do exist, and we could talk about the Socialist Workers' Party.
Oh, yeah.
Groups like that, which are...
I know there's a Communist Party and a few others.
Yeah, Communist Party is also supposed to leave as well.
Yeah.
Exist, but the
I know. A few Communist Party people actually follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, follow me as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's nobody viable realistically at all the Conservative benches at this stage. Well, yeah, I would have to agree, but I can't think of anyone in the Tory benches actually.
Well, on the front bench.
Yeah.
It'd be someone new and someone scared by controversy.
Yeah.
That's a put
forward. Yeah, I mean, they have to have a fresh face. I mean, that's why Corbyn appealed to so many people, because he was a backbencher. He didn't have any stains of leadership on him, you know.
So I'm thinking people like Matt Hancock who are.
Oh yeah, Wi-Fi. Yeah, he can give the country some Wi-Fi and fun as his election pledge, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, like, the thing with me, I'm not in the same spot as Angels, because I know I'm left wing, I know I'm Leave, but the problem at the next election, if it's before 2019, I'll probably spoil my ballot paper, because there isn't a at least in my area, there isn't actually a left-wing Eurosceptic candidate there.
Well, there's not many, is there?
Yeah.
People
Well,
choose
my
like that.
my MP is Valerie Vaz, and she's Remain, obviously. So
So, my piece of it.
yeah.
Well,
Who do you have? Oh yeah, you've got Red Ed, haven't you?
But he says, what's about Brexit now? So, he actually sent leaflets around saying, I want to back how Brexit, that my constituents want.
Yeah.
He said that around.
Yeah,
he-
I know.
That's
Caroline
what-
Flint said she'd.
Oh, she's another Doncaster MP.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she said, "Oh, my constituents want Brexit, so I'm gonna back it." You know.
Well, she's a bit of a blare, but I actually live on the edge of constituency. Which
Yeah.
too.
Oh, okay.
When the boundaries change, I'll be in hers. But
Yeah.
it's a bit interesting.
I could put a few names to suggest, but all of them, I think most people would trash them. Also, stop governments lobbying governments too. That's stupid. Love a bit of Milibanter. Oh yeah, I was watching the. You know when the BBC do leaders profiles, you know, like each election or when they get elected, and I was watching it, and the first thing that came on was like Wallace and Gromit references, you know. But I don't know, where did that come from, the whole Gromit thing? What you know, the Wallace and Gromit thing?
It looks like him. Also,
Yeah, oh yeah, because they were like smile. Yeah.
Also, everyone likes cheese as well.
Oh yeah.
It does. He always eats loads of cheese sandwiches, not bacon, which is a misconception.
Oh yeah. No, I've seen some of his stuff. He's a good laugh though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Have you actually met him before?
I've only talked to him, but I've been in their local meetings with him. Their appointments.
Oh, okay.
I've saw him like walking around as well on the street.
Oh.
Just wondering, but no, I never spoke to him.
Oh. Orban is building a secular government. They'll have game constitution to play. Oh, I'm having a look at the side chat. I was gutted when he quit. I wish Miliband didn't quit. I'm gutted when he quit. What are your thoughts on Miliband? I like the guy actually. I quite like him. He's sort of, I don't know. I just like him. Sort of a nice. He's just a nice guy. But I mean, but to be fair though, I mean we got Corbyn, but the thing is, like me and you like Corbyn, but the problem is the MPs don't, do they? You know.
Well, it depends who you ask him though. Someone warmed actually. Tom Watson is really turning around in his support of Corbyn.
Yeah.
But there's still a small core of a group who are trying to undermine it.
Yeah, I know Tom Watson. He was doing the Jeremy Corbyn chant, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah. Tom Watson's background's very hard left.
Yeah.
But he's coming around. I think lots of them are actually. A lot of them are actually seeing the light on this.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. We need people from all sorts of backgrounds, but you just can't have people that constantly undermine the leader. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So let's say if you vote against them, for example, that's fine on certain issues. Yeah, fair enough. But there's a difference between voting against them and actually trying to overthrow them. You know, there's a difference.
Yeah. Actually, Tom Watson actually looks a lot different now.
Yeah.
Looks a lot weird.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's probably he shed a load of, you know, bullshit. You know.
Shed his blowout shell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah. So. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of. Okay. I love Ed this band since he quit. Oh yeah, the Ed Bull song, wasn't it? That Swiss posted when he got back.
Yeah.
It's so catchy. I was actually singing it earlier. So catchy.
Yeah. I think wasn't that everyone was talking about? He wants to be in the shadow cabinet. I said that over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Like on
fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy to have some Blairites in the shadow cabinet if they're good at their role, but there's a difference between, you know, they need to not undermine Corbyn, because wasn't it Owen Smith? Wasn't he secretary for Northern Ireland, but he sort of broke the line and was basically demanding a second ref, wasn't he?
Well, Smith really it's an humble part actually came around now.
Yeah.
The only reason he went out because it was second referendum.
Yeah.
He,
Oh
he,
yeah, and
he took,
I
he took
saw
on,
I saw it was him and Jeremy. I saw some of the debates, and he was constantly talking about a second referendum, wasn't he, Owen Smith?
yeah, and also kept saying, I agree with Jeremy.
Oh yeah, I agree with Jeremy. This is a key issue, you know. Oh god, that's a slimy bastard. I thought Ed was good at Q&As. Oh, Bob Elvis is going. Actually, I mean, I might wrap this up since it's what 4 a.m. I need to go to bed and like wake up and ready for my exam, I think. So yeah, probably wrap this up at this point. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, what do you think will happen? Just like one last thing. What do you think will happen in the polls getting close to the election? Do you think Labour will go higher, or do you think it'll tank even more?
Labour will go higher. I think the polls are a bit not honest. I'll say that.
Because like especially people on the left at this point, they love to bring the Peter Hitchens quote, don't they?
Well, look, it's not entirely wrong. Now, Peter Hitchens always said, if I was a billionaire, I'll make a polling company and try and manipulate public opinion.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean, look at
look
you guys.
at polls. It's almost a tie toys.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, like look at you, for example, you know.
When people talk about 1992 committee and people get rid of me, what happened to the polls? They went up.
Yeah.
So it's. I also think it's that exaggerate public opinion and risk.
Yeah. Oh, it's still lonely shit. It's 4 a.m. 2 hours sleep for me. Oh god. Yeah, the thing. Yeah, and the polls, especially during Brexit. I remember when the referendum was sort of announced, when the campaigning started, Leave was at 30%, and then when it came to the actual day, it was 52% Remain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been consistent though. If I got polls on Brexit or even the EU for years, about 30% mark.
Yeah, exactly. But the Remainers say, oh, people still want to remain, but it depends on where the poll's taken. You know, it depends who you talk to, you know. Like, a small group of people, you know, they're probably rigged in favour of Remain, aren't they, you know?
Look, if the second referendum, it's going to be close like the last one. Now, there's a lot of people who went back to it, but there's a lot of people on the left who basically are very reluctant about who to leave.
Yeah.
So the result will be probably very similar, either way.
Very similar. But yeah, like you've said, it's going to be even harder, like more of a bloody fight on the left, because I've met tons of so-called relievers on Twitter. I've met a ton of them. Like, especially myself. If there was a second ref, I hope there isn't, but if there is, I'll vote Leave, definitely. You know?
Yeah, it will be a massive fight.
Oh, yeah. Because, like it'd be massive fight in my family, especially, because now they actually know I'm a Leaver. You know, they're gonna be loads of arguments, probably. You know? Like, because I'm the only Leaver in my family. So, and I don't know any actual other people in real life that actually support Leave. Like within friends and family, I don't actually know anyone, you know?
Well, it's really like a slight majority, but what will make it very interesting is, well, it's getting light outside. If Corbyn goes Leave, or anyone basically major in their party.
Yeah. But if this is the case with the second ref, what do you think will happen within the Labour Party?
Oh, I don't know, it'll be chaos. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, chaos. But do you think there'll be more MPs in favour of Leave or Remain than last time? Because I think it was about 12 last time.
More MPs will Leave. That's clear. That's gonna happen.
Who do you think will be Leave this time around? Chris
Williamson.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think probably the more working class sort of MPs will probably be Leave as well.
But Kyle Flint, another one I can see going Leave.
Okay.
I can also see moving like Miliband going Leave. You keep going about honouring the referendum. Look round here, so I can see one. I can see the Leave seats.
So yeah,
MPs going Leave.
I mean, what I've heard from Labour Leavers that apparently there were quite a few so-called sort of secret Leavers within Labour. About 25% of the party or something.
Yeah.
And so, like Corbyn, McDonnell, a few people in the shadow cabinet voted leave apparently. But do you think Labour still campaigned to remain? Because I think it would be
Oh,
it would be chaos.
the will,
Oh,
right.
oh God! I mean, it's going to be chaos. I mean, if they do that, then oh God, I don't know what's going to happen to my vote. To be fair, if they do that, oh, I get tired. But yeah,
Well,
anyway, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like I don't know. It's so what you're basically saying is that more closet leavers will come more openly towards leave,
well,
and the MPs that want to honour the result will come towards leave. Is that what you're
yeah.
trying to say?
So because of leave voters, MPs in leave areas overwhelmingly leave. So I'm
Because
speculating
I
that
think they'll be
Karen
fed up
Flint
with
will
it. I
vote
think
leave.
they'll be fed up with it. So like, let's just
Yeah.
get on because we'll lose our seats.
That's why I think. So I think people like Karen Flint will vote leave. That's what I'm saying. Will vote
Okay.
remain.
Okay.
And I could see Emma Bell actually going for it. I
Oh,
was talking
imagine his
about Brexit
brother's
the other day.
face when he comes out for leave. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, because he's keep going about honouring hard Brexit and people on the referendum and talk about leaving the single market. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
constantly around here. So and that could that could happen.
Because like Ed Miliband, in my opinion, he's nowhere as hardcore as Remain as a lot of the Blairite faction are.
Is not where he was very poor when he was leader.
Yeah, because he said a second referendum was a stupid idea. So yeah, not second referendum. Sorry, initial referendum was a stupid idea. But yeah, I mean it's. But I mean, like it's good because if a second referendum it comes, then there'll be way more people on the left, at least when it comes to social media, that will actually fight for leave. I think. 'Cause I know quite a few on Twitter, so yeah.
Like I said, it'd be very close. Like last one, it won't be much this one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I mean, they're going to use Project Fear tactics, aren't they? So
Well, yeah, that's a bit obvious.
yeah, and then, I mean, the currency markets, they're going to manipulate the currency like last time, aren't they, as well?
No, the coach has always been manipulated
Hmm.
constantly to affect
Yeah.
public opinion.
I mean, it was manipulated in 1995 when Sweden was going to join the EU to turn public opinion towards joining. Actually,
that's the problem. I think fiat currencies.
because with fiat currencies, like it's all about faith. So you can, it's all subjective. It's all about how much the currency buys. How much people buy it for and how much they sell it for. It's not worth anything technically. Let's see the side chat. Oh no, Ed versus David Miliband, Brexit backstabbing brothers debate. I think I remember. It was not Ed Miliband. It was David Miliband who called Ed Miliband a special kind of special, and I just found that funny. So yeah, I guess he said it as a joke, but I just found that funny. He might do that again, Brotherly Brexit debate, yeah.
Well, that's what we do. I mean, he's probably going to join New Century's party.
Oh yeah, I can imagine Tony Blair crawling out of his hole and campaigning for Remain again.
Who else is Blair?
Oh yeah, it's Blair, definitely. And then you'll have the FBP. But the thing is, the problem is though on Twitter, you've got look actually loads of left wing leavers now, but you've got a ton of FBP, so it's going to be a bloody fight on Twitter as well, isn't it?
It's going back the fight. Tories are basically, but it's going to be left this time.
Yeah, that's true, absolutely. And so do you think the Tories will hold a second ref, or do you think it'll be Labour or another party that do it?
Maybe the Tories will do it. Tories do it. The left will take each other apart on the issue.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's be honest. I think they just want to remain anyway,
Oh, Theresa May certainly does.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's a globalist shill. She wants to remain, and I'm not surprised. She talks about this so-called, lovely customs partnership and all this. We all know why, because she wants to remain.
Yeah, she's trying to appease both parts of the party. She's trying to appease the supers and the monks.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think George made this point a while ago, and he said with David Davis, when it comes to negotiating Brexit, he said he can negotiate a very good deal, but the problem is he's being pulled out of the way, so he can't negotiate a good deal.
Well, yeah, he's a bit kind of trapped in there. But
yeah.
If he goes, probably bring down the government with him.
Yeah, but if he goes, like, who can replace him as Brexit negotiator? I would like to see Mog personally, but that's the only one.
No one's gonna put Mog there.
No, but I think he'd be good negotiator. But that's the only good person I think that can negotiate. Apart from
it will be someone like Gov. If David Davis goes, or Priti Patel.
Oh God, not her, man. Oh man, ugh, not Priti Patel. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But when it comes to Brexit and when it comes to Labour and their negotiating for Brexit, I think Keir Starmer's way to remain. That's just my thought.
Well, he is, but Lewis is there because he's got a background in being a lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, he's very qualified, but the point is that what's the point in doing a job if your heart's not in it, you know?
Well, yeah. Anyway, and he got told desperate, so I'm going for a bit.
Oh no, I'll probably end the stream now actually because it is 4 AM. So yeah, I mean, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you later.